I continue to strive in prayer. Prayer life is not an ordinary life. To keep up myself in prayer, I have to strive. But many times I meet failures. Many times. I could not succeed. The devil will never allow us to pray. Dear people, when I read the life story of George Muller, he has undertaken to take care of almost more than 2,000 children, to feed them, to nourish them, and to teach them the truth. Almost when we read the diary of George Muller, almost every day he has to wait for God's provision. Many times he didn't know where the food, the provision will come from for the next meal. Many times. So for every meal, he has to wait upon the Lord. He held on to the promise of God, the Father of the fatherless. Open your mouth wide, I will fill it. God never failed him. But one thing we could see is, because it was so, a pressurized one, he was almost continuous in his prayer. Almost the whole day. When he finished his last meal, the supper, he has to look for the morning meal. There was nothing to feed the children. So many children, not so few. But still, dear people, God has given the grace to him to look to him. And it's a great wonder. God never even a single time failed in feeding the children. What an amazing thing it is. So, many times we don't feel the need that we should pray continuously. When we look to the life of St. Paul, somehow or other, in order to win people for Christ, he was ready to even to forgo his own soul. Jews as a Jew, Jew as a Jew, Gentile as a Gentile. So he was ready in the way in which he has to even humble himself to win people for Christ. And he says he really, personally, praying for people. He was travailing until Christ is formed in their souls. Dear people, one thing is the most important thing. Every day, almost 150,000 of people are dying. And how many people are going to the heaven? If I don't believe in hell or heaven, all the teachings of Jesus Christ is completely void. If I don't believe this, how could I believe the rest of the things to be true? So, dear people, for the souls, I have to plead to the Lord. I have to plead for the souls. I must travail. I must travail. I must weep for souls. This is the only way by which I could keep in the track of praying for people. Of course, I do pray for the need of the other needs as well, but still, I must go on praying for the souls, for the perishing souls. That Jesus Christ came into the world to seek and save the lost. So, can I leave the prayer life? Continue to strive? No, I can't. How could this be? But still I have to. It's true. A lot of failures are there in me. I do fail a lot, but still, I tell you, dear friend, by God's grace, I have to pursue. And we have to pursue the same. Let us pursue the grace of God to pray earnestly. Never keep you away from prayer. Never become a prayerless man. Beware. Let us love the Lord with all our hearts and with all our minds and pray to Him, love Him, and win souls for Him. Amen.